Challenge, we top 32. That seems okay. It's got like interaction for a faster deck, and it's got plenty of mana from when we draw our bombs off the top. We can actually cast them. Put a mulligan to 6. We finished 2-3 with Jankless summoning, where our deck couldn't beat a Scavenging Ooze. We lost 2 matches of Scavenging Ooze. Is this the same Affinity player we just played against? This feels like the same Affinity player we just played against. Check for a 2-drop here. Galvanic Blast, Etch Champion. Sure. Do we have any anti-Affinity cards in our deck? Guess we have a lot of removal. We don't have any specifically anti-Affinity cards. Board's a little light on cards for this matchup. Oh, Tiltsies. Discard spell. They have no good cards. Draw their best card. We draw running lands. Sounds about average. Sounds about average. I feel like we could draw Lingering Souls here. Be ideal. We have 4 of those, right? Yep. Oh, Magic the Gathering. Can you get some Fate Weave up in this game? Anyone? Can I put some Fate Weave on the side? That's all I want is a little bit more consistency in my diet. Just need some consistency. Oh, life sucks and then you die. Damnation? At least you're going to hit your hero power early, right? Glad to see you're still here, Burgle. Alright, shoot that, I guess. No, I just got Fiber Internet. I should be good and consistent, right? Besides lands, what are we playing? We're playing Mardu mid-range, Mardu Planeswalkers. And this goes here. Oh, we're just gonna kill Beard too? Yeah, that's smart. Smart. Lingering Souls, please. Oh, we drew 1 spell that game in 5 draw steps. We have a Wear Tear. And we have 2 Anger of the Gods. And we have a Fulminator Mage. Guess we technically have Blessed Alliance. Life sucks unless you card. Yep, right. Right. Matchup's probably too slow for Painful Truths. Or why a Hex is... To be fair, what happened there... The only difference between what happened there and what happens at Hex is we would have had a hero power at Hex. So, like... Flood does still happen at Hex. It's just like your opening hands. We didn't mulligan out of that game. We just got... You know, a little bit flooded afterwards. And like the champion powers are one of the great things about Hex, right? Like they do reduce variance that the game has because they give you something to do when you're flooding out. This hand's a little medium, it needs to draw some lands, but got interaction, damnation. This kills Signal Pest and Steel Overseer, so I think that makes it worthwhile. Chandra's like a makeshift sweeper, so I think she's fine. Think I'd rather have her than Elspeth? Sided more lands, right? And this is the game where we never draw a land and we die, right? Because we were upset that we drew too many lands last game. They mulligan to 6. Let's see what they got. Couple of pests. An Inkmoth Nexus in there too. I mean, like, what card here in my sideboard do you think is better than this Collective Brutality is what it comes down to then? Like, none of these cards seem particularly exciting in this matchup. And, like, if I'm using this card to kill their things on board, then I'm not having to use, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not having to use pushes and pass to kill them. Would I be saving those for these? Field Pest Resolves. Maybe Revolt Scourge. Alright, sure. Take a Signal Pest away from you. Play a tapped land, I will pass. I think Thoughtseize is much worse than Brutality. Much, much worse. It's much worse. No, the 1K is all done. I finished in 11th place. I made a pretty sizable mistake in the last round that cost us game 1 and then got kind of got run over in the second game by Mono Ruby. So, yeah. 5-2 with bad tiebreakers. There were 2 people that went 5-2 the top 8 of the tournament, and then the 5-2s went from 7th place all the way down to 18th place. I said this earlier too, but I'm really hoping one of the things Hex is able to innovate on at some point is that tiebreakers suck in games like Magic and Hex, and I really hope that they improve and like get rid of tiebreakers at some point. Sweet, congrats. We're gonna go from Flood and Die into Screw and Die, it looks like. Although I guess, like, if we hit a land for this, like, we're in a pretty good spot, right? The problem is, like, you have a one-turn window where it can take those cards. And you have to have an untapped black source on one. So, like, you have a very, very narrow window where that works. Very narrow window. So we're taking 4 poison here, so I'm dead next turn if we don't hit. Okay, not dead yet. I think the Anger of the Gods on the board of this deck is pretty ambitious. The good news is, if we can block a bunch with these Lingering Souls, we're actually at 14, so that's decent if we can, like, draw a path or a, if we can draw a path or a, what's the word I'm searching for? A path or a push for the Inkmoth Nexus. Why are we attacking with this one? That shouldn't attack. This is lethal with just these two, so. No reason to double block because they can pump twice off these Inkmoth Nexuses. Joke's on you, there aren't any good cards in my hand. Hopefully there's a spot removal on top of my deck. I guess you probably take my Relic here. I think I'd take my Relic. Yep. Same conclusion. That's land. I can flash this back. I can triple block the Inkmoth next turn, and then crack the fetch, and then untap Damnation, clean up these other darks. I think that's the line here. That's true. It misses Prized Amalgam, though, which is a pretty big deal. Oh, this is good for us, right? I only have to put 2 in front of here. And then I can put 1 in front of this Vault Scourge. Yeah, this seems fine for us, right? Because I can only pump this once. Would save Damnation because it kills Champion. That's a fair point. And because they attacked like this, like, I get to just cast Sora next turn if they don't play anything else out. I think I'm just casting Sorin. Am I? Is it worth angering just to clear this? So if I Sorin, he only goes to 4, which means the Blink Boss plus the Signal Pest kill him. Which kinda sucks. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. I mean, they know I have a bunch of sweepers anyways, right? Blink Moth, sure. Champion, sure. Hit me for 1 here. I'm gonna Damnation and kill this. Good call on holding the Damnation, chat. Attack. We're activating this at the beginning of combat? Sure. These Sorin vampires have lifelink, which is kind of great. Draw a lander for the turn? What do we got? Vault Scourge, sure. Okay. I'm just casting this Fulminator Mage, right? I guess they don't have enough mana. They'd have to draw an untapped land to kill the Sorin, so maybe that's wrong. Yeah, but not supposed to do that because they need to tap an untapped land. They do need to draw an untapped land to kill the Sorin. Draw Arcbound Ravager. Does that kill me? That might kill me. Be pretty close. Maybe we're supposed to kill a Blink Moth in response here. Sure. I'm just going all in on this Vault Scourge. Reactivate it again. Yeah, wow. He knows my last 2 cards, right? So we're just like going all in on the Vault Scourge. You're gonna make this thing a 7/7 and hit me for a bunch. There's 4 Fatal Pushes and 4 Paths in our deck. We've got 1 more Damnation as well. So, okie doke. Weird that they only made it a 5/5. That gives me an extra draw. So, because they made that a 5/5, I get to go ahead and do this. And draw an extra card. Live through the next turn. No, these aren't flying. It's just a 1/1 black vampire with lifelink. Now we're probably dead. No, I guess if we draw Path, right? We need Path or Push here. Damnation won't do it because we can't attack. Lingering Souls buys time too, yep. And this is why, you know, you shouldn't play decks without nut draws in Modern. Holy crap! It's first of 8 1-mana removal spells is 25 cards into the deck. Tilt. Oh, Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. And so, like, I don't think I did a good job articulating myself on why you want to be doing something unfair. So, every deck in Modern is going to have... Every deck in Modern is going to have some amount of failure rate, right? Like you're gonna have hands where you flood out, or you mulligan a lot, or you stumble and die. By playing a proactive deck, though, a deck that gets free wins through nut draws, you're balancing out that amount of time where you stumble with some amount of time where you just kill your opponent because your deck is doing powerful things. And in a deck like this, we never do that. We never get a free win because our deck is doing powerful things. All right, we get a rematch against Affinity here. Our hand is much better than last time. Maybe I'm supposed to fetch a swamp on one there, actually. Steel Overseer? Yep, Steel Overseer. Kinda weird that my opponent didn't play Volt Scourge on one. I don't think Nahiri falls under that line. I don't think it's I don't think for a format where things are being as degenerate as the things are in Modern, I don't think that qualifies. They're one shy of casting Thoughtcast this turn. They have an artifact creature here. Yep, now they can cast Thoughtcast off of this. Whoa, that's so weird. The Robots deck had a card with Affinity in it. I mean, like, but even then, like, even though Deathrite Shaman's like this really powerful card, it's not generating free wins in the same way, you know, Fast Starts from Affinity generate free wins, and Storm randomly kills you on turn 3 generates free wins. I don't have the Mirror Retriever deck list posted anywhere, Foxkilla. It'll be posted under the YouTube video when the YouTube archives get published after the stream is done. Alright, well, this Lingering Souls is about to do God's work. You draw Plating. Don't you dare. Don't you do it to me. Have a heart. Doop doop doop. Doop 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 doop. Doop 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 doop. We are very dead. Doop 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 doop. At least we've got some blockers, I guess. I guess we're just like a spot removal spell away from being in this game. Wow, just an attack with that deal. That's like really good for us. So I can play Relic and Flashback Souls this turn, right? Because this makes mana right away. That's not true. Mox Opal is still legal. So don't tell me they're against repeatable free mana. There's no consistency in the Modern ban list. Actual zero. Actual zero. This is going to be the alpha. All right, yep. Am I dead here? I'm probably dead here. Blocks. All right, so if I go this, actually probably just like this, right? What if I don't block here I block here. They could sack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That makes us 9, 10. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. I'm gonna do this. I have 1 card in hand. Alright, they just traded everything straight up. That's in for us. Path to Exile's a really good draw. I'm gonna try and get value off this Inquisition now while I can, though. Ding. Wow, this matchup's a lot different when we draw spells. Magic's weird when you draw spells. Alright, feeling pretty good. What we got? We draw another busted 2-mana thing. Gosh, just like... Well, my opponent's in top deck mode. God bless you, Lingering Souls, you big, beautiful magic card, you. Let's make an emblem, shall we? Six to make black mana. Push this back. Yay, magic. I think I want to stick with how we boarded before. Want those cards in. They're probably fine. Cut the Painful Truths, cut the Thought Seizes, cut the Elspeths. Lingering Souls, those souls, let me tell you about how they linger. They're good stuff. The best of stuff. The best of things. They were the best of things, they were the worst of things. Seems fine. Turn 1 Inquisition. Some spot removal. I don't know, Burgle. A couple Inquisitions are fine. I actually, so like, we just lost 2-0 to this matchup, right? But I don't actually think this matchup is that bad in the abstract. Like, we have a lot of quality spot removal, and like, Lingering Souls is just like, superb. Double Thoughtcast is kind of scary. But like, that felt fine, right? Trigger Assault with the Ornithopter here. Basic planes in my deck, right? Yep. This, then pass the turn. Yep. I think I'm actually just going to preserve my life total here and path this Volt Scourge. I know. I know. I agree. In general, it's bad. Someone else earlier was suggesting we should have Thoughtseize in our deck post board in this matchup, Burgle. I was like, no. No, trust me, we really don't. They are ticking their last Lasgars down very quickly. You are not wrong. Remember to activate this Coalition Relic. I forget that at some point tonight. No, I don't think we're ever going to snipe the champion with the Alliance. Do I want to just... No, I'm just going to put a charge counter on here. Might draw something better to do. Just going to make white mana with this. And then... I should have made black. They probably don't have another basic in their deck anyways. Yep. Yep. So I think if they fire up the Blink Moth and attack us with everything here, we're going to push the Blink Moth so that way we can rip Damnation as an out. Yep. Yep. So, opponent missed a point of damage here by not activating their Inkmoth Texas. Probably won't matter. Alright, it's probably going to matter for them. Damn you straight to hell. Don't come back now, you hear. Sure. Yep. Wait, what? Sure. Oh, fuck! 6. Oh god. I forgot. I missed it, but we have 6 mana anyways. It's fine. Whew. Whew. Alright. Alright. I don't know why they didn't hit us with the Inkmoth next turn. Or last turn. Let's get out of Galvanic Blast range. My opponent actually got rewarded for not hitting us with the Inkmoth last turn, so they had it to kill Chandra now. Hey, if they're ghosting, they're ghosting. You know, more power to them. Ding. Boom, 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 boom. Dun, 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 dun. Bam, 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 bam. Dun, 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 dun. Would you like an apple pie with that? Would you like an apple pie with that? Dum 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 dum. GG's. Opponent, so the old 0-2 into 2-0 against Affinity. Like I said, I feel like that matchup's probably good for us on average, even if we don't have a lot of good board cards for it. Just like 4 souls, 4 path, 4 push. Like, we have a lot of tools, main deck damnations. Oh, the kids are sleeping? I'm gonna turn on my music in the background. Ready for some Hoogle karaoke? I'm gonna put some... And by music on in the background, I don't mean music for you all to listen to. I mean music for me to listen to. You don't get to listen to my music because that's copyright infringement. I'm going to put some Halsey on in the background. Easy redraw here. Fine. Maybe, I don't know, we'll definitely be playing more Blue-White Redstone Blade in the future. I don't know about tonight. I think I'm going to burn through the donation deck list this evening during the Magic portions of tonight's stream. Back. Sunrise and line. What is going on over here? Alright, so this is the Kiki-chord deck again. Probably just evolution to keep them off of, Huh. I suppose I could also just, like, take a bird. Nah, I'm just gonna take the evolution. That's fine. And then next turn, we'll kill the bird, plus take the Chord of Calling out of their hand. Revelark's actually kind of a pain in the ass card to grind through. I think I'm bidding the Fatal Push here. Another Birds of Paradise. Oh, we knew they had the Birds of Paradise. They drew a land, sorry. Fun fact, Kiki-chord, when I first started working on it, was originally a red-white Kiki deck. Featured Outpost Siege at one point. Kill that. We're hoping to hit a third land to play the Relic, but that's what it is. We'll work with what we've got. Modern was a more fair format when Outpost Siege was a playable Magic card. You cast Mind Stone to ramp too. Real treat. Okay. Yeah, he's drinking tonight, so he's getting an Uber back here. Tilt. We play Red like Kiki for posterities? Maybe. No. If someone wants to send money for us to play it, I'm not spending my own money to play Modern. This format sucks. And by that, I mean, I only enjoy playing Modern when I don't have to spend my own money to do it. Because I find Modern exceedingly frustrating. The games that you lose in Modern are pretty uninteresting and annoying. I don't enjoy myself when I'm losing them. And I'm losing money because of it. Everlark resolves. Right on time. This is probably bad because it takes a turn off the clock, actually. Yeah. Tilt. BCs. I would play Legacy. I would not play Modern. I would skip the Modern tournament I was planning to go to. Unless you're just talking about, like, for fun, like it was a free tournament and I was playing with my friends, I would play Green Black Tron. Bad boy. Oh, look at that. We found a land. Weird. Strange concept. There's lands in our deck. Maybe they'll keep flooding out. They have one Windswept Teeth less in their hand here. This is Johnny Vengeance gets to kill the Revelark and it only gets to bring back Birds of Paradise. Alphabet book. I haven't actually played Vintage yet, but we're getting Vintage Leagues on Magic Online very soon, so I'm excited to give it a try. Yep. Virgin Malasers. And sure. What's going on, Tom? Have a good night. I'll see you in the morning. See the bad boy. Tron is the best control deck in Modern. As someone who enjoys playing control decks, I think Tron is great. Alphabet boy. You draw a Chord of Calling? Please tell me you just drew a brick. Now. Alphabet boy. I mean, leagues are infinitely more convenient than a daily, to be fair. Playground. Bad boys, alphabet boy. Charge this up and then draw an Elspeth or a Chandra. What do you think, fam? It's gonna be an Eldritch Evolution. Feels like a Magus of the Boon. Nope. It's a card we can never beat. Ever, ever. Wait, why would... Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. I don't understand why they didn't get Revelark. I could never beat Revelark. You don't understand. I don't understand. I could never beat the Revelark opponent. You could cast it. You can cast it. No, I guess if I just like kill the Revelark right away, it's fine. Yep, you can guard for resto. That's correct. Charging my laser. Sure. So we'll use this with the duress mode, so they can't get Kiki for next turn. Yeah. Is this cube, right? That's a casual match of Modern, where the two players were stupid enough to each pay $12 to play. Is Cube back? Oh, because of push. That's a good line, Stu. You're correct. We did not get punished, but you're right. We should have held that fetch land. Oh god, he can just get Kiki-chord. Tilt. Alright, we're dead. Kiki-chord devours decks like what we are playing right now. They just, they gobble us up. It's not a good scene for the non-Kiki-chord player. Like, trying to outvalue the deck full of Eternal Witnesses is not great. I want to cut Lingering Souls in this matchup. The discard's actually quite good in this matchup because you needed to do things like break up Eternal Witness Court of Calling loops. If I cut Lingering Souls, am I going too low on win conditions? That might be true. My gut says I want to cut these. A little awkward with our Rest in Pieces. Surgical's pretty bad, I think. It's like medium against Eternal Witness. I think I'd rather just have a couple Rest in Peace and then some discard spells. Because I have different links for different games, Dan. I guess I could put two links in there. One for Hex and one for Magic, but I also could just say they're down below. Sounds fine. A Painful Truce to make up. Let's try into a land here. Deal. Yeah, I think Soren's fine. Take Snapcaster Mage. We'll push their Mana Dork. Play this tapped. Turn 3, play Painful Truce and gas up. What's the reason you cut Brutality and not Thoughtseize? Brutality kills dorks on the Plague. It's Evolution Chord. Just running Revelark. Cards like Revelark and Kiki-chord, Restoration Angel. The Eternal Q doesn't really fire on Hex, so we're probably not going to play that. We're just going to play Standard and Hex. Hex's Standard format's really good, and their Immortal Q doesn't have reasonable prizes, so hopefully they fix that at some point and their Immortal Q gets reasonable prizes, but until it does, we're probably not playing it. Yay! Magic is interesting! Alright, cast Rest in Peace. Rest in Peace also makes their Voice of Resurgences worse, which is nice. They don't get dice triggers on them. Sphinx resolves. Are you ready for this Chandra, ladies and germs? I'm ready for this Chandra. Sometimes cube leaks over, man. Oh man, Rest in Peace nerfs this too. That's so good for us. We play another one? Yeah, buddy. Come my lady, come my lady. Yeah, my honey fly, sugar, baby. Sorry, people were really upset when I sang those lyrics wrong last time I sang that tune a lot. It's "You're my butterfly, sugar baby," but I've sung it with the wrong lyrics in my head so many times that I'm just never gonna adjust. Now I have to trade this Chandra for this Magus of the Moon. Yeah, that feels bad. God, that feels bad. Should have cast Damnation last turn. Should have cast the Damnation last turn, and then the Chandra could have cleaned up a Magus of the Moon. We are almost halfway there, you're not wrong. Christy just went out to get some dinner. 9 o'clock, why wouldn't we have dinner at this hour? That sequencing mistake might cost us this game. Like, we don't have a Chandra to close out efficiently now. Like, they're gonna have time to draw out of their Screw. And Screw generally beats Flood. How was the bash? I finished in 11th place. Was 5-2. Tiebreakers suck. I hope Hex gets rid of them at some point. I'm gonna fetch a Swamp here in response. This feels like another Magus of the Moon. Die to this Magus of the Moon. Yeah, and I made mistakes in one of the matches that I lost, so it was definitely my fault. At least I shouldn't be tilted enough. There are people that didn't even top 16 at 5-2. 5-2 went from 7th to 18th place, which is just, like, super miserable. Opponent got Eternal Witness and didn't have anything to get back. Alright. Maybe they didn't realize they had already used their Magus. They have Evolution, Inferno Titan in hand right now. Fiery Justice Steel, you can keep that one. Great. Well, we're winning this race thanks to Lifelink. Yep. Yeah, it's like, it's essentially like, okay, we're all playing a variance game, I get it, but like, you had pure variance decide 2 of your top 8 competitors, and, you know, cast half a Lingering Souls. Also, the guy that won the bash was someone who's on my testing team. Bob and Cheese won the bash, and he went 7-0 in the Swiss and 3-0 won the whole thing, so he just went 10-0 on the day. Yeah, I know. I agree. And like I said, I hope they innovate on it at some point. I feel like they probably have had better things to do with their development time than improving the tournament structure past what it is now, but I definitely think they could stand to improve it a little bit. I'm not going to talk about how you... Okay, I'll talk about how you fix it again. So the very easy way, it's trivial. Yeah, it's not even hard. It's not even hard. It's not even difficult. My opponent played the Mono Ruby deck. I played Sapphire Diamond Control. It's not even difficult. You cut based on a record. So at the end of the day, you cut to all of the X1 players. And then you do a single elimination cut with all the X1 players. And then you prize out all of the people that finish X2 with the same prizes. It's not even anywhere near complicated. Peace, Star. Have a good sleep. I'll still be on in 8 hours from now, so if you wake up in 8 hours, feel free to drop back by and say hello. Am I just casting Damnation on this board? I'm saving that for the... I'm just gonna pass. Oh wait, they're gonna draw a red source for this Inferno Titan and we'll want to Damnation that. Actually in an okay spot, even though we're a little bit flooded. What? After this league, we're going to play some more Hex, Captain, obviously. This is match 3 in this league. Magic Online leagues have 5 matches in them. I'm going to do a dedicated 3 or 4 hour block of Hex after this league is done. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out here today. We've been going for almost 12 hours. We're going to go for another 12 more until I pass out. Last time, I stayed awake for the full 24 hours, so I'm hoping we can do that again. No. It's really very simple. It's really very simple. Trust me when I tell you it's really very simple. It's just people are terrified of change, especially Wizards of the Coast. Wizards of the Coast is fucking terrified of change. Alright, this is good. So they're going to kill this and deal 2 to me, and then I'm going to cast Damnation and clean the board up, and then I'll have a Path to Exile left over versus whatever their 1 card is. That's fine. I mean, I didn't know that they had the land. Watch this be like Thrun. Revelark, sure. It sounds like the gods are very angry. No, Revelark trigger. Ah, Grizzly Bear, huh? Mighty fall, mighty fall. I think we're favored in this top deck, or we've got a bunch of Planeswalkers in our deck. Yeah, but like, something as easy as like restructuring a tournament, you could very easily change that. Like, that's like a trivial change. You say, hey, we tried this for a couple events and it sucked and we're sorry that it sucked and we're not going to do that anymore. I'm going to fetch Plain Swamp with these. Although I think they only have the 1 Magus of the Moon. We just draw a finisher and end this. Kill me! Mighty fall. Oh, I'm the mighty fall. No. Mighty fall. Some of my YouTube videos formatting here. They are ready. Yay! Finishers! There's my pretty lady. She's a big gal, but she'll do in a pinch. Probably. I mean, the mono red decks won the last, like, 4 major tournaments, right? It's won the last 4 major tournaments. I think banning Lasgard's Vengeance is fine. I think anything else is just, like, not actually solving the problem. Well, that doesn't actually fix anything. If you care about expected value, you should never play in a Paper Magic tournament ever. Alright, opponent's had enough. Sideboarding. Think I want to change anything? Maybe these brutalities are worthwhile. They're better than some of these other discard spells. Can't buy that for $1. Let's do this. I mean, if you have money to play in a Paper Magic event, you have more than enough money to play on Magic Online. Just saying. Just saying. You have playing Paper Magic events is not cheap. It's not. Changing who I am. Remember, you should be playing Magic or Hex or whatever you're doing because it's a hobby because you enjoy it. If your goal is to make money, go to work. You should probably have a job, go to work. If that's the goal, go to work. Back. I think I need this to make red mana. I guess I have Collation Relic. Yeah, I'm just gonna fetch a basic Swamp and Thoughtseize here. Plays around Blood Moon a little bit too. They just have actual factual Blood Moon in their deck? Sure. That one. Well, I guess with Relic, do I really care about that? Maybe I'm just supposed to take the Huntmaster out of their hand there. And just, like, not give a shit about this card. Huh. No, I don't have anything to... Oh, and the way I've fetched here makes my Painful Truce a little bit worse. These. Play this, charge it up. If they, if we hit an untapped land next turn, we can cast this Chandra and clean up their Huntmaster. Same as I was. I hope you understand. I'm never changing who I am. Bam. Is I won. Ding, fries are done. Swamp here, so we can play around Magus of the Moon a little bit better. Trade 2 loyalty off this Chandra for this Huntmaster of the Fells. Man, Collation Relic is great. My cube deck's way better than theirs. What do y'all think? I feel like my cube deck is stronger than theirs, but it could be a little subjective. Could be a little biased. Huh. Counting dollars, we'll be counting stuff. We'll be counting stuff. Just playing and flashing back Lingering Souls here. You shall find old, but I'm not that old. Young, but I'm not that old. Just doing what we're told. And I feel something so wrong. Doing the wrong thing. I mean, does anyone care what grade you got in high school? Is that really, does anyone care about that? The longer you are in life? I feel like no one gives a shit. And once you get into college, nobody cares. And like honestly, I'm gonna lay down the sage life advice for people here. All those people that complain about the crippling debt they have from college, if you got out of school and let's say you have more than probably like $30,000 worth of college debt, like you probably did it wrong. Like don't go to a private university. Don't go to a state university for all 4 years even. If you feel the need to get a college degree and you aren't offered a 100% full ride somewhere, go to community college, transfer in your 60 credits to the public university, work while you go to school, or go to a trade school. Trade schools are great. We need people that are like proficient and competent. We need carpenters, we need electricians, like we need people like that can actually fucking build things. I'm a trophy husband, but I have a master's degree and I have 0 college debt. So that's why, like, you know, I worked 40 hours a week during undergrad. I worked my ass off to not have any debt coming out of college. Playing hard, so no more counting dollars will be. And I'm aware of the fact that I've had my fair share of like privilege in my life. So like if you don't have some amount of privilege, you're not going to be able to get through with 0 debt. I don't think that's realistic. But like you can definitely do it with less debt than some other things. Like I've got friends that like were far better off than I was growing up, and they're like complaining that they have, you know, $50,000 or $60,000 of school debt because they went to like Columbia and DePaul University in downtown Chicago. It's like, well, you know, I went to community college and then I went to a state university and then I like worked during my graduate degree. Like that's, you know, I worked for the shit that I have. Yes, I think like I said, I think getting out with 0 is very rare. But like they're definitely like anyone that has like $50,000+ worth of college debt, a lot of that's on them a lot of the time. Like they went to trophy husband, let the cash rate on you. Thank you, Burgle. Thank you, Burgle. Is this the Inferno Titan? Is the big Inferno daddy coming down? This is an X? Are we just like courting for something? This is my end step, right? I went to a community college in the Chicago suburbs. It's actually one of the larger ones in the country, Moraine Valley. Sure. What are we getting back here? Are we getting Blood Moon back? Nope, just getting Chord back. Okay. So we gotta try and not get comboed here is the goal. To hold you, make you feel better. To love each other. My master's degree is in mathematics. Can't deny you're worth it. Into you. I should be over all the butterflies. I'm into you. I think I'm supposed to a Johnny Vengeance downtick kill this. If they have 2 chords, we are just dead here because we're gonna get comboed, which feels bad. I think there's a good chance. I guess actually, I should just zero this, right? I'm gonna bolt this first. But if they just like pass here, I'm gonna draw 6 cards. No, we have red sources in the mana base. We have Black Cleave Cliffs, 2 Blood Crypts, and a Sacred Foundry. Yeah, if he angels the Eternal Witness here, we can just like -4 the Chandra and clear the board, which I'm okay with, I think. I think just like trading Chandra for that is fine. Okay, so they just did that. So I think, oh, maybe. Like they have a Chord of Calling, so like I'm assuming whatever we're doing is not going to be fully lethal. Yeah, I'm just gonna draw 6 here. 6. Maybe I'm supposed to play a fetch land first. I don't know, a pretty good chance we draw a land, right? Ding, like that. Let's go ahead and cast Rest in Peace here. This can fetch a Blood Crypt and then Fatal Push something. One of those is you and I. Some things just make sense and one thing out all this time. I'm into you. Attack with 2 of these. I'm gonna leave 2 of them back conservatively to defend my Planeswalkers from this Kitchen Fangs. If they want to court up a Restoration Angel before blocks here, I can just Fatal Push it. Worst night, I'm into you. Got this to wonder at all. Still into you. Modern's fine when I'm not paying for it. I find the games Modern generates fun games of Magic, but I find the losses in Modern exceptionally frustrating compared to other formats in Magic. I really enjoy Legacy right now, and Standard's usually pretty good, but I just like don't have a good reason to play Magic Standard format right now. I guess we're getting Kiki-chord here. Whatever. Cake for me, forever. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. Cry. Burn down this place. Pity parties in flames. I will not be. Matt is out of town that weekend. And traveling is just bad EV. It really is. Like, I could play a Hex 1K every weekend. Like, that's decent. Man, am I gonna lose my Chandra here? Losing my Chandra is gonna suck. I guess I shouldn't have attacked. I didn't want to push the Finks in response to Kiki-chord because that means if he has... Oh, God. Yep. Yep. Whatever. So it didn't matter that we... Are we actually dead? Are we dead there if they didn't hit us? We were dead, right? But they're killing my... They're killing this instead. Deal, I guess. I mean, we're still dead either way, right? We need to draw Damnation here. We're just dead, right? Because we have to fetch. We have to fetch to kill this with the Fatal Push. It's unfortunate. 0 justice. Like I said, this matchup's bad for us. Like, not only can they grind us out, but like... We don't buy time with Gideon, the trigger kills us. We're dead to the Titan trigger. Try and get our dollars back here. Next two. Current opponent is O2. So my wife gets here with food soon. I'm hungry. Alright, shock myself. Inquisition. We're gonna do Lantern. It's ugh. That's gross. This card's been so much worse than Thoughtseize tonight. Had fucking fucking discard spells. Just draw the cards you could have taken. At least we have our Damnation at our opener, right? We got that going for us. We're just gonna die before it's relevant. Like, even if I kill one of these two things here, they still get to smash her next turn. The Relic wasn't making extra mana. It didn't have a counter on it. It did not have 11 mana. We only had like 8. This might have had 9. Please be a Drowner. Please be a Drowner. God bless. I hope they have Stubborn, right? Me too. I too hope they drew Stubborn Denial. That's fine. We're just not going to draw a 4th land, that it's not going to matter. You know what? Screw it. What'd you draw? I'm not getting Stubborn Denial unless it's your top card. Matter is Shaper. Yep. Let's go. Let's go! No Smashers, Destress here. Take a hit. Means we get a turn before we have to draw. Oh, I probably should have let them attack, right? Yeah, I should have let them attack because they were just going to attack with the Drowner. I had to save myself 3 points of life. Yeah, I fucked that up. I didn't want him to get the Assault Trigger Rogue. Come on now. Really tired of missing our land drops tonight. I'm gonna play a game where that doesn't happen. Happens far less often. You play a 22 resource deck and had just almost 0 cards for this matchup. We got 2 of these. Like, this isn't, I guess, Anger of the Gods kills some of their stuff. Inquisition of Kozilek isn't particularly appealing either, though. Yeah. What deck are we playing in Hex? I'm not sure. I think Reanimator Storm, Burgle. I think we're going to play some Reanimator Storm. It's a deck I should have played today. I think I could have 5-2'd with Reanimator Storm too, and it's more fun to play than blue-white. Plus, you get to say Reanimator Storm, so like... Go down and we go down together. It does relate to Magic and similarities. It's a Reanimator deck game 1 that puts cheats a fatty into play using your graveyard as a resource, and then post-board against control decks it turns into a deck that's effectively a Storm deck. I don't know if that's strictly true, Burgle. I would have gotten a 3rd game, but I don't know that we would have guaranteed gotten a 4th game. Maybe I'm supposed to play this to fetch another tap land? Probably. Yeah, I'm probably supposed to play that to fetch a tap land. Yeah, when I say Reanimator Storm, the Magic players start to wonder what they're missing, because their standard formats don't have decks like Reanimator Storm in them. Do this and pass the turn, I think. Maybe get a little bit more value out of this Anger. Game 1 was winnable. My draw was pretty poor in game 2, and their draw was pretty decent. I don't think I made any mistakes in the second game. Thank you, kitty. No, I would not like an alcohol. Do you have mayo and a knife? Use my finger. Can you turn the light on your way out? I think I need to path this in response. Maybe I'm supposed to... Except Teamer Energy and Thought Knots here. You're not wrong. It does not have those, okay? This is the part of the 24-hour stream that's kind of gross. You have to watch me eat on stream. The only thing I'm leaving this chair for is bathroom breaks. Wow, they took the Anger of the Gods out of my hand? Weird. I'm gonna cast this, and I'm gonna hold up Fetch plus Fatal Push for another Thought Knots here. This is actually pretty good for us. Hopefully when we kill this, we draw a land, so he just doesn't get to take anything away from us. After this league, Marty, we're going to play some Hex. And being lucky is nice. Let me tell you, if you have to choose between being lucky and not being lucky, you should always choose to be lucky. By that, I mean we should draw slightly less lands. I'm almost done to my sandwich, and then I'll be back to my normal chatty self. Hey, if crazy equals genius. Hey. We are super dead in case anyone was wondering, but we're gonna keep playing. Oh, can I quit now? We're dead, right? I guess we could draw a sweeper. They could maybe not kill us and we could draw a sweeper. For the record, I think we drew exceptionally poorly with this deck in most of this set, but the deck also just has like really clunky and expensive cards in it, so like it's pretty prone to the kind of stumbles that we've had in this set. The straight up Storm deck in Hex isn't particularly good against the Ruby aggressive decks that are really popular right now, so I don't think that's anywhere near tier 1. But the Reanimator strategy is reasonable against the aggressive decks, and Reanimator strategy is reasonable against the aggressive decks, and then boarding into the Storm deck lets you be good against the control deck, so it's kind of a sweet, like, 1-2 punch. I have spent a lot of time trying to make the straight up Storm deck work in Hex. It's an uphill battle because the Ruby decks are so good. Yep, Hex Shards of Fate is on Steam, and it's completely free to play if you want it to be like most modern digital TCGs. You have a Path to Exile too. Man, remember that time they traded 12 mana for my Lingering Souls? We'll block here, we'll charge this up like it matters. Hex is basically Magic Plus. Yeah, just... Let's kick out over to Hex. All right, that's the last. We're 1-3 in this league now. All right, good stuff. Good stuff. Let's pop out over here. Hexy time, ladies and gentlemen. Decklist up on screen there. So Hex, for those that are unaware, Hex is a fully digital TCG that's very similar to Magic. It uses the digital design space to reduce a